aliens. Rising little stars, and now they're here on the big screen, and I feel like a proud mama. Does anyone want to talk about their favorite part of the movie while we're just kind of standing around waiting for Nat and Elise to get here?
Mackenzie and Elliot. Yeah.
Okay.
Annie and Elise.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
So what do we think? So how do we all feel about that Elliot situation there? And has anyone ever had a Tumblr girlfriend? I've never had it. I'm married, so I'm not allowed to have a Tumblr girlfriend. Has anyone ever had a Tumblr girlfriend? Is that a thing? I've been out of the loop for like years on that. No? Ah!
Sorry, it's just me. I'm waiting for Danielle to bring them over.
Tease.
So slow. I saw they discussed that in a pillow talk. I didn't get what they were saying, so now I'm like, what a bitch.
Yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking, right? You know, get your hopes all up, and turns out that you're not the only one with a Tumblr girlfriend. So, tale as old as time. All right, so who's going to the Holstein panel? Okay, so we're gonna keep this like brief. When they actually get in here, maybe just like a couple questions, because the line for Holstein is already it's already really long.
Yeah. So fun.
And so I want to make sure you guys get out there as soon as you can, so you can get seats inside. So let's just kind of marinate on our experience at ClexaCon. Has this been like an amazing time?
Yeah.
Who wants to come back next year? Oh yeah. Did anyone not raise their hand? You don't have to raise your hand. I don't want to embarrass you. Where are you? I have to say, I just feel so honored and blessed to be here. What an amazing opportunity. And, it's been a joke, because I'm doing 8 panels, I'm moderating 8 panels here. And it's been kind of this joke that, it's like everywhere at once. But, what a cool way to experience this. I've got to meet so many amazing people. You're all so wonderful. This has been so positive and amazing. And I'm just thrilled and honored to be here. So I appreciate you letting me be your moderator for this. So.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you always supporting my Carmilla coverage and my Almost Adults coverage and all that good stuff. We've been following Natasha and Elise for I'm tired. We've been following Natasha and Elise now for 3 years, and it's just, they've grown so much, and what a cool opportunity to see them in a different way, So raise your hand and tell me what your favorite parts were again. I've only got a couple here. What are your favorite parts of the movie? Oh my God, you guys are killing me. Am I supposed to start to dance and stuff? I can only do so much. I wasn't planning on any of this. Who was at the Carmilla finale party in Toronto? Anyone? Okay, so I'll tell you a little story. So they flew me out to Toronto to host the finale, and it was awesome. And the plan was that they were going to show the last 4 episodes up into the finale, and they were going to watch the finale live, right? Perfect plan, right? Except that the equipment totally shit it out. And as they went to play the episode, it was like, and then it stopped. And so everyone looks at me, and I'm just sitting in the audience, and they're like, oh shit. They're like, can you do something? So for 20 minutes, I was like, yada, 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 yada. Just running around like I'm doing right now. So, all right. You know what? Let's move on to a different question. What has been your favorite part of ClexaCon?
Seeing all the people from the different series.
Yeah, getting to meet the actors and actresses that you love and all that good stuff. Right? Yeah. What do I get? You willing to say anything?
Just like the environment, just being around other queer women.
It's so funny. A group of my friends and I, we went out last night, and it was just like we were bombarded with testosterone, and it was jarring. We were like, oh my God, we've been in this like feminist utopia for 30 years. Girl, I wanted to go. I was wearing black and white. I had blisters that were bleeding on my feet, and I needed to take a Xanax and go to sleep. That's what happened to me last night. But tell me, how was it, Paul?
Amazing. I'm still fucking.
Still got her glass on glasses.
The energy in that room last night was like one of the most amazing, beautiful energies I've ever had. It was just like beautiful, like so safe and happy, and like that many queer women in one space. It's amazing to just feel like, oh wow, yeah, there's my people. Right. It's just so fun. I can do whatever I want. I'm safe. I can just leave stuff places. Everyone's amazing.
What? You just left your stuff places?
Yeah, you just like leave your like. I left my like jacket and shoes at one point, and like I was like, no one's gonna steal it. No one's gonna be like awkwardly hitting on me in a way that I don't want. Right? Yeah. I don't want like no.
So I have been saying that ClexaCon is the convention that launched 1,000 U-Hauls. All right, who met someone here? All right, who did? I know you did. Y'all did, didn't you? You're all together right now, right?
You're just gonna rent one giant U-Haul.
Where's the Yeah, I was gonna say, where's the commune? Where's the ClexaCon commune? And can I like rent a timeshare there because I can't move your part, like full time. Okay, so what was your favorite part of ClexaCon?
Right now.
Well, thank you. Oh, you mean seeing almost adults? Okay. Shit. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. What about you guys? What was your favorite part of ClexaCon so far?
I really like down to the lesbian bar, which you moderated. Yeah, it was great. It was so interesting.
It was, right?
I wanted answers to that question, and I got it. Yeah.
I think that's like something very common about this. All these panels could have been so much longer than they were. They were so great. I just did a panel about the future of queer entertainment, and we could have just kept talking and talking. It was so fascinating. What about you?
I guess having someone to talk to about the shows, because none of my friends watch any of these shows. So
Okay, so everyone's laughing, right? Raise your hand if like you were like the only fangirl in your group.
right, and I actually volunteered, which gives, I met most of the people that are famous or that we came to see, and they were awesome. It's just having people to talk to. That was the best.
We are family. Yeah, that's been a real pleasure. So my wife is not a fan. Well, she's not here, but she is not a fangirl. Oh, hold on. I just got a thought. Okay. And I was like, you want to go to ClexaCon? She's like, nope. So, get ready, you guys, because I'm about to bring in the stars of Almost Adults, or if you're Canadian, Almost Adults. Elise, Bauman, and Natasha, Negovanlis.
Sorry guys, I was taking a selfie with Gabby Christensen.
Yes.
Hello.
So I'm actually going to turn this completely over to you guys and them, and I'm going to give Natasha my microphone. So if you have a question, raise your hand, and make sure it's about the movie, because you can ask her hosting questions in 10 minutes. Okay? Okay. Go ahead. Yes.
Yes, it's for Elise. I was wondering, what did you think about the script when you read it and you saw excuse my language, back-ass words response that Mackenzie had to her supportive parents?
Right.
What were you thinking when you read that?
Well, first of all, the movie that you saw is actually so different from the original script that we got. It went through so many changes as we were making it. It was a sort of a collaborative process, and Natasha and I had some feelings about the
end of the movie, and that completely changed. And
Yeah.
so I don't even really remember what the original thing was anymore. But I remember reading the script, and I think Adrienne is such a funny woman, and getting really excited for it. And I loved the scene with the parents. I think the opening scenes with the parents are my favorite scenes in the movie. But I think it's so funny because oftentimes you only really see the tumultuous coming out story of how difficult it is, and which is such a true thing in so many cases. But I think it was also so important to show that sometimes the thing that, like the monster that we're so afraid of, is actually not a monster, and that everything's okay. So I thought that was a really important thing. I like that part.
I think it's really cool too that a lot of film and television is doing this now, where they're showing more supportive parents, because even though that's not the case, unfortunately, still for a lot of people who have to come out, I think the more older adults and parents who see that, it will hopefully influence them as well.
Purple.
It's such a great color. If I wasn't an actor, I feel like my hair would be that color.
I think it would look great.
And Carmilla.
I know, right? I actually was thinking about that. It's not a Carmilla panel. We'll talk about this later. Sorry.
So, having played Carmilla for so long, how did you guys come up with a different acting dynamic for playing such different characters, given that you've inhabited these other characters and worked with each other for so long?
Well, I think people forget that we shot the movie a real long time ago. So we had actually only done season 1 of Carmilla when we did Almost Adults, which is actually only 4 days of shooting.
Yeah.
So it wasn't terribly difficult, but it was also really nice to go into season 2 of Carmilla after doing the movie, because in season 2 of Carmilla they kind of had to learn how to just be friends, after they broke up. So it was neat to explore a friendship, because then it kind of gave us the foundation to have a friendship in season 2 and 3 of Carmilla. But yeah, it's funny, we get asked this question a lot, and I mean, I wish I had a good answer, but I don't know, we're actors. I guess it's just kind of our job to leave ourselves as open as possible to just take everything in and feel as many different highs and lows and emotions as we possibly can.
Yeah, I think Sarah, the director, had us do a lot of improv before we would go into.
That's true. I forgot about that.
I know, it's didn't we film this 5 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't know. But so we would do a lot of improv scenes, and I think Natasha and I found that we had some really good comedic timing together, and it was really funny to go through that whole experience, and then immediately I think we had a day off in between filming 2 weeks of this, and then went right into rehearsals for Carmilla. So we were memorizing Carmilla lines while we were filming that.
Yeah, that day off was actually the photo shoot for Carmilla,
Yes.
so
We
it
didn't
wasn't
have any
a
day
day
off.
off. Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, but I think especially season 1, it was such a will they, won't they, tumultuous teen vampire age-old relationship. We all know that. And so it was cool to bring that dynamic into season 2 of more friends. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the list because we never actually got to hear what's on it, or
The laminated life list.
remember what it said, or if was anything on it, the actual thing.
I think Props was in charge of that, but what would be on your life list?
It would have been
Natasha?
really cool if they had let me make my own list of Cassie. That would have been really cool. Also, because my writing is really neat. It's a funny thing as an actor. Okay, I'm really anal about my writing, and I do make lists in real life. That is one thing I share with Cassie. And I have to say, I always laugh when props have notes for me, or journals, or anytime there's a prop artist, because then I'm like, people are gonna think that's my writing, and it's so messy. So freaks me out. I don't remember what was on that list, but I can say that it truly was laminated. Yeah,
That is true.
do I have anything on my life list? I mean, I make lists every year. gingerbread first. This year, I'd like to like buy a couch. I feel like that's a coming of age thing. Like as a step into adulthood is like one day I'm gonna like buy my own couch that isn't like found on the side of the street or like a hand me down.
I'm so glad that you're aiming so high.
Yeah.
Any other?
We got time for one more question. So you mentioned that you did improv, that they had you do improv. Did any of the improv make it into the actual movie?
Oh, a little bit actually. Yeah. Well, it was really fun. We called each other in character, and we changed each other's. Like I changed your name to Mackenzie in my phone, and then I remember you texted me one time, and I was like, "Who did?" Like, who's Mackenzie?
Like after we wrapped, and you're like, "I'm sorry, who is this?" I'm like, "What is happening?"
What was on the improv that made it? Because I know that some
It's
did.
so funny because like the whole experience of filming is such a blur, and like it's so like people think that actors have control over so many things. We have control over nothing. Including our own lives. No, and so
my mom
like
watched it, she was like, "You look really tired in it." She's like, "Oh." And she's like, "But I know it wasn't your fault."
But like we like and being edited into the movie, like there's whole scenes that were cut that we filmed that just never will. But I'm sure if you watch the bloopers, some of them in. I remember when one of the improvs that I'm hoping will make it into the bloopers is the scene where I'm like pretending I'm like coming up to my mirror, and and we had these like fake mustaches that we put on the mirror, and then I was doing all these things, and I had a whole like list of it was funny.
That was actually a really hilarious idea, and I loved it so much. It was so funny, and I keep watching the blooper reels, being like, "Where is it?"
I know. I keep on being like, I want to see that.
Really good, yeah.
I've never seen it. It's probably really bad. We filmed it 3 years ago.
I thought it was funny.
Thanks,
Elise.
Natasha.
All right, guys. So you're gonna go see them at the host stand. So if you want to go get in line, you better do that right now. A few minutes.
Thank you. Thanks for watching the video.
Which one?
This one, yeah.
All right, we dip in.
Tina's holding the spot.
Come on, stop.